Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to the Green Party of the United States Annual National Meeting 2019 taking place in Salem, Massachusetts today through the weekend. My name is Holly Hart. I'm one of the co-chairs of the National Media Committee, and I'm going to quickly give you a fast rundown of a few events that media may be interested in coming up for the next few days, how to get a hold of us, and then I'm going to introduce our host for this press conference. The Green Rainbow Party of Massachusetts is hosting this conference this weekend. We're going to be holding two more press conferences. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. we'll be featuring Green candidates running for office. At 10:30 a.m. a press conference with Green Party elected office holders, and a press conference and campaign kickoff for David Gibson running for U.S. Senate from Maine in what will be the country's first U.S. Senate race using ranked choice voting. We have a number of other things coming up, including workshops and panels coming up throughout the weekend. You can find our schedule at gp.org. Check on Salem 2019, and you can email media@gp.org. I'm going to introduce our host now. This is Gloria Matera. She is a current co-chair of the New York Green Party from New York City. She is also currently one of the National Green Party of the United States co-chairs. She was also instrumental in regaining the New York State Green Party's ballot access or ballot status as the lieutenant governor candidate in, when was that? 2010, thank you. So I'll hand this over now to Gloria Matera, and she will introduce the rest of the guests. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you, Holly. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the 2019 Green Party Annual Meeting here in Salem, Massachusetts. This is a gathering of Greens from all over the country and overseas to discuss strategy, share skills, and actually come face to face with the voices that we have been hearing as we get on conference calls to plan and move our party forward. And so I'm really excited about this meeting this weekend, but I just want to take a moment. I want to share a jarring experience I had this morning. When I woke up and looked at the news, I saw that Attorney General William Barr had announced the reinstatement of the federal death penalty and actually called for the execution of 5 individuals who are currently on death row. I've yet to see a response from the Democratic Party. And under the administration of both corporate parties, the Department of Justice has sought the death penalty for certain individuals of certain races convicted of murder. And the Green Party has always and without exception opposed the death penalty and calls for it to be abolished nationwide. And also, as a lifelong New Yorker, just last week, the same Department of Justice refused to press charges, federal charges, against Officer Daniel Pantaleo, who murdered Eric Garner on Staten Island 5 years ago. And so the Green Party's here to build the skills and the power needed to change a system that's ruled by capital with the participation of both the Democratic and the Republican parties. And they are the parties of death and destruction, whether it's by passing unjust laws, timidly approaching the climate crisis, or waging military aggression abroad. But that was a moment I had, and that was replaced by the enthusiasm and the feeling of positive energy to know that we are here for the collective power. This week, we're going to talk about how to elect candidates and train our organizers so that we can democratize elections, that we can dismantle systemic racism, and that we can enact an eco-socialist Green New Deal that will be for the good of the planet and all of us who live on it. And so I am really excited now to introduce you to Charlene DiCalogero, who's the co-chair of the Green Rainbow Party. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Co-Chair Matera. My name is Charlene DiCalogero. I am co-chair of the Green Rainbow Party of Massachusetts, and on behalf of myself and my co-chair Maha Gray, also in Massachusetts, I want to welcome Greens from around the country and I think abroad who are here this weekend. We are very proud. This is our first time hosting the annual national meeting. And I would like to, in turn, turn over the microphone to Hal Brown, who's been heading up the local arrangements. He is a member of the North Shore chapter of the Green Rainbow Party, to welcome you to Salem.
Thank you, Charlene. So it's really fantastic to have people come from all across the country, not just to Massachusetts, but to Salem, because Salem has a very long history of great things, but not so great things as well, and how we endured through those. And a lot of what the Green Party is about is about values that focus on how people will live and how they will live together and how people will survive. And that reflects very nicely in Salem. So I really am glad people have come across the country to this very old city to the annual national meeting.
Thank you, Hal. Thank you for hosting us. So I'd like to call up two amazing Greens, the co-chairs of the annual national meeting, Tama Yeager from Royale, Virginia, and Dee Taylor from Salt Lake City, Utah. And so, Dee, how many months does it take to plan a Green Party annual meeting?
Many. It starts practically from the time we end the annual national meeting. Within a month, we're already looking at planning for next year. So pretty much all year round.
I'll agree. We're actually going to be voting on our selection for the committee for the meeting next year for our presidential nominating convention the week after this. So we should know in a couple of months where we're going to be meeting next year. And so I'm going to ask you, Dee, how many workshop proposals did we have this year?
An unprecedented amount in the history of the annual national meetings. We had over 75 workshop proposal submissions to fill a limited amount of spots. And so we were really excited to be able to have that many people interested in presenting their skills and knowledge within the annual national meeting. And so it was a really nice problem, if you will, to have in choosing the workshops that are being presented now. Tama, so where are our A&M participants from geographically?
We have over 250 registered. That is the most in over a decade that we've ever had registered for a meeting this early. And they're coming from 36 states and as far away as Namibia, Africa, and Washington State in California. And we have 50 people registered from Massachusetts. So how many workshops are we presenting?
So out of the over 75 that were submitted, we had to fill 33 slots. So we have 33 different workshops being presented on a variety of topics, covering things like ranked choice voting, extinction, eco-socialism and the Green New Deal, anti-war, ballot access, and that's just naming a few of the topics. But each one is unique and different from any of the others.
And so we'd also like to mention that tonight we have our opening ceremony with Dr. Toussaint Lozier, and also tomorrow night we have our presidential candidate forum.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Tama. We're going to have a great meeting. I'd just like to say if there are any questions from the press, we can take those now. Well, we thank you for tuning in at the kickoff of the 2019 Green Party annual meeting here in Salem, and we look forward to not only the exciting proceedings that will be going on here, but interacting with people in Salem and continuing to talk to the media about what the Green Party is about and what we will be doing to change the system in this country. Thank you.
We're done?
Yep.
Okay,
Excellent.
Okay, guys,
Excellent.
quickly, hang on a minute because I want to do some